Hi, so I'm at the gym and I'm with Noelia and she just went to take a break. So what's going on? I know I'm contradicting this right now, but I've made the sort of rule to not check my phone during the gym. And I made that rule during tennis. During sets, I do not check my phone, only in between if I need to, schedule something or if I'm just, curious because of my, phone addiction. But while I'm at the gym, I want to treat that as seriously as I do an actual tennis match. And it's all a matter of mental, gradual buildup, because nobody became a phone addict overnight. Nobody got symptoms of ADD overnight. It's a matter of checking the phone too much, having your mind crave that attention, crave that information, that the addiction to the chime or the ping or the vibration, none of which I have, by the way, but nonetheless, I still really want to know if somebody texted me back. And even if nobody has, I still check, and sometimes I initiate text when I don't need to. So that's the thing I'm working on right now. That's Noelia. That's my coach. All right, what are we doing now?
We're gonna do one more set here.
Okay, cool. All right, so am I. Okay, so I'm in the sauna now, and it was actually difficult to actually turn the camera on because my hands are so sweaty. But I have more thoughts that I thought of. We did an 80-minute workout, Noelia and me, and then I've been in here for 15 minutes, and there's a guy that was right there, and I wanted to film while I was here. And right at the end of my 15 minutes, when I had literally 2 seconds left, he left. So here I am. Everything that we have and see is built upon everything that's been built so far, right? The Silk Route, 500, 800 years ago, led to trade between different parts of China and the Middle East or whatever. And then we had the Bering Strait. We had a lot of things, right? We had movements of people everywhere, and then people developing things technologically, artistically, and so forth. I went to the Metropolitan Museum. No, that's the MoMA. I went to the Met in New York in July, and I saw these beautiful artifacts from ancient Greece to 1800s America to 2005, video art. And the guy I was with, Ashok, he said, it makes you wonder what we're gonna leave behind. You see these artifacts, right? As far as I'm concerned, everything that a person does ends up being a function of themselves. It's a function of who they are at the moment, what they're able to do. Look at Rafael Nadal, amazing sportsman, #2 tennis player in the world. Should be #1 soon. He never tires. I mean, he works so hard off the court. He works so hard on the court. People are intimidated to play him. They're more intimidated in a sense to play him than Federer because they can't out-hit him. He'll get every single ball. And you can guarantee that unless something is really wrong that day. You play Federer, you're in for a quick defeat. He'll just, he'll hit a few shots like feather strokes and you'll be done. With Nadal, you're in it for the long run. If you want to beat him, you have to play shot after shot after shot after shot. He's built that. And he's ahead of Federer in rankings. He's going to be #1 soon, I think. He won the US Open. Anyway, he's a work of art. There should be a statue of him in the Met in 100 years or in 50 years or whatever. Certainly in Madame Tussauds, right? He is a function of what's been built. There were tennis courts that were built in Mallorca, where he grew up, and he played there. Then he traveled elsewhere to other courts in Europe and then elsewhere. There was travel, there was trains, there was boats, there were... he had the right nutrition. He had the tennis that already evolved as a sport to the point that it was. And so then he found his place within it. At the age of 17 in 2004, he played Roger Federer at Miami, Florida. And Federer was world #1. Nadal was 17. He beat him 6-3, 6-3. First time he ever played Federer, started in Miami. That's a buildup. It's a buildup of lots and lots and lots of fitness, lots and lots of everything. So as far as I'm concerned, one of the most primary human developments is the physical development, right? To be basically healthy, which unfortunately a lot of people neglect, which is why I keep talking about this. And I film myself doing this stuff because I know that just seeing people, seeing things, just seeing an image can affect somebody. I've seen that with Federer, just watching workout videos, watching tennis videos. I've seen that images can inspire you. That's what art is. That's why I go to them. My phone overheated and I had to turn it turned off. So, or I did the temperature thing. So anyway, what I was saying is that everything's a buildup of who and where and what society is and so forth. So the question is, what can each person build themselves up to personally? Fitness is not as physical as it looks. It's strictly physical, obviously, but it's your mind and it's your spirit that actually does the work. On my last set of conditioning, I had to do pull-ups, push-ups, box jumps, burpees, and then rows. I did one set, and I told Noelia I'm probably gonna be done at 2. She says, why? I said, I feel sick. My throat hurts or whatever, which it did. And then I finished. She said, do 3. I said, okay. I did the second, I finished it, and then I started the third. And then she finished, she was almost done. I'm like, oh, I don't want to stall her. I thought of excuses. And I did my first set really slow of pull-ups. And then I just kept going. I did the other thing, the box jumps, push-ups. And then, 2-3 minutes later, I finished. And I'm proud of that. And amazingly, I don't feel sick now. It's so funny. It's like your body, your mind, whatever plays tricks on you to get you to not do what you need to do. So the thing about fitness is it's not as physical as it looks, because your muscles don't tire as fast as your mind does. And it's ironic because your muscles are actually physical. They're bound by the properties of physics. Energy, metabolism, glucose, diet, nutrition, you name it. It's a physical thing. Your mind is not. It can imagine the most insane things. And it's incumbent upon a person to, in a sense, delude themselves into thinking they can do more. And then when they feel the energy pulling them down of not wanting to do it, to push through anyway. Just push. Don't believe it. I wasn't sick. I'm not sick. I don't feel sick now. When did I feel sick? I felt sick when I didn't want to do the work. That's when I felt sick, and I actually felt sick. I wasn't lying. I really felt it. My throat hurt. I was singing all day, talking all day. I'm not sick. I feel good now. I feel strong now. You see? So the point is, it's a matter of developing a mental resilience, a resilience of spirit to push the physicality as far as it can go, or as far as you need it to go in that moment. And it's funny that the muscles don't tire as quick as the mind. The mind can do infinite things. The muscles can do finite things. So it's flipped. You see? So you can unflip it, and then the mind can actually push the body to go as far as it can possibly go. And you see that in a lot of amazing acrobats, Cirque du Soleil people, bodybuilder people, athletes of whatever sort, whatever your body is developed for. And the resilience built therein, it transfers into so many things outside of life, obviously, with regard to just mental focus and concentration. To anything. That's the precursor for happiness. It's a precursor for creating anything of actual quality. When you have a hurried, rushed, anxious mind, besides feeling bad all the time, you're not going to do very well with anything, because everything will be a reflection of that rushed hurriedness. So I think fitness is a great cure for a lot of things. It stops things before they happen. A host of physical ailments that occur now or in the future, and then a host of internal problems and problems within life that would occur otherwise also. So another thing too, I was in the sauna, and it was kind of difficult to sit in there for 15 minutes because it's very hot, it's strenuous. And the ultimate question is, can you take the heat? That's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, can you take the heat? And if you can take it, and you can gradually increment your way into taking more and more, you're good. You can do whatever you want. Working out is not as hard for me as it used to be. It used to be tough. For years it was tough. But I still did it, and times it got easy, at times it got hard. It's easier now than ever. Why? I'm surprised, actually. I'm surprised. I did an 80-minute workout with Noelia. It's not that hard. I only struggled at the end, really, and I pushed through that. So now I've developed more resilience, so next time will be even easier. And that's simply the way of things. I mean, most of what I'm saying is common sense, but I think it's a good reminder for people, because a lot of times when you're stuck in bad habits, common sense goes out the window, and you forget a lot of things that you would have known otherwise. And I want to help motivate people to take these steps. The Nintendo Wii, when it came out in 2006, it was a smash hit, and no one thought it was going to be good. Like, what is this weird thing with these weird nunchuck controllers and whatever? But they made fitness fun. They had dancing games and party games and stuff where people could just dance all night while playing video games. And so many people, they bought the Wii, they got addicted, they lost all these pounds in 3 months by Christmas 2006, which is when I bought Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube though. That's my connection with the Wii. I bought the first game that was supposed to come out on Wii, I bought it on GameCube. It came out on both. I think that was the first game the Wii came out with. My point is, build resilience, take the heat. And now, as you saw, I was sweating before, I'm not sweating now. It's over. I can relax now. I can enjoy. And another thing, I've been living rather intensely lately. I woke up at 6 something today, and it's 8 o'clock now. It's Friday. I went to my house, I got my iron my suit, I went to Toastmasters, I went to the eye doctor. What did I do? I had lunch. what did I do? Jammed with Alex. I did a lot of things. And this is on top of this really sort of intensive week with the play. I had the play, Midsummer Night's Dream, 4 nights a week. On top of like tennis and all these things. It's very difficult, honestly. But you keep going and you get used to it. And I'm used to it now. Next week will have its difficulties too. But I'm good. I'm good. It's Friday night. The week is almost over. I mean, I do stuff on Saturday, but I feel good, and I'm happy to end it in this way. I'm very happy to see, what is it, 8 o'clock? And this gym is actually full of a lot of people. I didn't used to see that on Friday nights. That could be a good sign of a lot of good things to come. So that's what I have to say for now. Takeaway points to sum it up real quick. Stop using the phone. I'm going to stop using the phone when I'm gymming. Push and take the heat. And it's really working out as a mental and spiritual endeavor much more than it is a physical one. And when those things are put into play, no matter what's really happening with the physical body, you can create and do amazing things within your own self, within your own mind. And it's as if the fitness is like a vehicle to get you there. So, and it makes you healthy, strong, fit, look better, able to do more. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win for you and for everybody around you. So, and okay, last thing. I mean, a lot of people die early from preventable diseases. Preventable, not hereditary. I mean, hereditary things can be exacerbated, but a lot of people they have a low quality of life, and they have this weird excuse of I want to enjoy my life. You don't enjoy your life when you're not healthy. That's the way it is. The health is the primary thing that everything else should revolve around, not the other way around. It should not be the number one thing that's neglected. What is your job if you aren't healthy? What is life? And I'm not trying to be. I'm pointing out things that are a little bit harsh, but they're true. It's a mentality that needs to be reversed. Health first, other things later. Life first, other things later. The life inside first, other things later. That's the thing. Though, flip things around and make people a whole lot better off. I know for me it certainly has.